Okay. Screen share, minimize. Okay, Chulantha, I noticed that you followed the textbook instructions concerning the circle at the bottom of the slot. The textbook or the book of exercises says this is a radius of 3. Well, if from the center of the circle to the circumference of the circle you start with here, if that's 3, then the slot should be 6, and the diameter of the circle here should be 6. Well, the book also says that the slot is 5. And I can't remember if I opened up the AutoCAD file that you can download with the book, but I concluded that the radius of 3 is an error, and it should be a diameter of 6 or a radius of 1.5, but the dimension style truncated the dimensions and simply said radius of 3 instead of radius of 1.5. So mine would have a slot of 5, so my slot would be slightly inside yours all the way around this Geneva wheel. I'll shut off the grid here. So that's why your area and perimeter are slightly different than I get. So don't bother this late, but that's why you're not getting the same area and perimeter as I am. If you click on your closed polyline, I believe you created this with the boundary hatching method, because taking a close look at your, do a regen, zooming in on your green here, you got a whisker at the end of each tooth. I believe it's at each tooth. Well, some of them, but maybe not all of them. But you got several, maybe a whisker at every replication in the array command. That would prevent the p-edit process from forming a polyline. So I assume you got this with the crosshatch method boundary icon. You click on it and you see you get the area and length here in the properties, but unfortunately you can't read them or you can't copy them to the Windows clipboard. So hit escape. So in this case, the list command is beneficial. Type LI for list. It's also on utilities, I think, or properties. Properties here is a list icon. I find it quick just to type LI, enter. Select your closed polyline, hit enter. And now here at the, can we enlarge this a hair? At the top of the window, let's see, right here, yeah, right there is where I typed LI. It's a lightweight polyline. Lightweight's the more efficient way of making a polyline, but we call it a polyline regardless. Right here is the area and the perimeter. You got 464. Let's see, mine would be, I believe, a hair larger area and a hair smaller perimeter because of that slot difference. Anyway, unfortunately, when you click here to copy these two lines out of this text window, the silly thing thinks you're hitting enter and keeps going and going and going and going until you're finished. So let me demonstrate that. Click here, and sure enough, it keeps going and going and going until you hit, okay, didn't cycle through as long to get all the vertices as I thought, but hit F2 to get the recent text window. Enlarge it and scroll to the top. And right now, after it's done with all the listing of all the vertices and arcs of the closed polyline, now you can click. All right. All right, there we go. Hopefully it won't work. It won't keep jumping down. Maybe I wasn't done with the, anyway. Click and drag across these two lines. Control C to copy those two lines of text in the list data dump, so to speak. Control C to copy to Windows clipboard. Begin the mtext command, or well, we'll see, you'll get the same number as you got here. MT for mtext, or the capital A icon. Enter. Pick your start point, right click, pick the height of the text that's convenient, make it plenty wide enough, hit Control V for paste. And see, I get exactly what you get with the list command. So it sounds like the only difference between yours and mine is that I made the diameter of the circle and the width of the slot, get to the top here is better. The diameter of the circle and width of the top of the slot is 5 instead of 6. You get 6 again by following the book's 3-unit radius at the curvature of the circle you start with it down here. Mention it in class if this doesn't make sense or you want me to demonstrate again. You got these whiskers periodically in your exploded array. So that would make it very difficult and probably not possible to use the p-edit join process. So again, I assume you used cross-hatching boundary icon to get this. Hit outside to get the closed shape. Again, perimeter and length, but again, they're slightly off. Anyway, let's stop the recording. I'll post it on YouTube and send you the link in a second.